Hello, today we're going to be looking at a short warm-up exercise. It'll be comprising of 5 finger exercises that will help build your strength, coordination, spatial awareness and stretching your fingers. Right then, let's get our fingers working. Exercise number 1. I'll be starting off with the most simple picking variation of this, which will be all downstrokes. We're going to concentrate on the fretting hand and we're going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. So what we do here is put the first finger down on fret number 5 and keep it there as you put the middle finger on fret number 6. Keep that there as you put the third finger onto fret number 7 and keep that there as you put your little finger onto fret number 8. And now we have all 4 fingers down on 4 separate frets. I'm going to continue this across all 6 strings. And what we're looking for is keeping the fingers as close to the strings as possible and a nice even sound and tempo. The main thing to look at is the clarity of the strings ringing out on each fret and building up the evenness of the notes and as you cross each string. We are going to go all the way down to the highest sounding E string, and then we're going to repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way back to the lowest sounding E string. As you feel like you're becoming more comfortable with that, we start to pick up the pace. And it is really, it's about smoothness and evenness. And the reason we start in this middle part of the fretboard of the guitar is because it's a really comfortable angle for where your arm and your wrist and your fingers are at. The string tension is not as extreme as it is down the bottom end of the guitar, and the frets aren't as wide apart. Also, as you get higher, the frets get closer, which makes it much more difficult. We'll now graduate onto alternate picking. So we're going to do exactly the same here with the fretting hand, but with the picking hand, we will do down, up, down, up. Again, we go in for clarity. Working at evenness, crossing the strings, keeping your pick close to your strings. Exercise number 2 is a reversal of exercise number 1. We will, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll be going 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll be doing an alternate picking as with the first one. We're going for clarity of notes, even notes. When you first start doing this, it really makes you think, and I've spoken to a lot of people and I remember this feeling myself, you almost feel like your brain's not connected to your fingers, and it's a really good feeling once you master this, so do persist at it. Remember, they all start slowly to begin with, so be patient. It's really important where your thumb is for these kind of exercises. My thumb is central to what is happening at the front there, as you can see. So my thumb is actually behind or between fingers 2 and 3. It's also quite low down at the back of the neck, if you can see that, because what that helps to do is put our wrist in a good position, and it also gives our fingers the arch or the bridge shape so that we don't cramp up. If my thumb is too high at the back, it forces all my fingers to squeeze together at the front, which makes it almost impossible to reach each individual fret. Exercise number 3, we are going to change the order of the fingers again, and we're going to do the 1, 3, 2, 4. Again, we want to keep our fingers nice and close to the strings. Keep the pick nice and close to the strings. That's what we're working towards. In the beginning, everything moves really, really far away from the fretboard, and you'll feel it, but just keep working to keep your fingers close as possible to the strings, and over time you will get there, I can assure you. So keep an eye on your finger position in the frets. You don't want to be too far back, otherwise you start to lose the note or get this kind of buzzing sound, which we really don't like. Exercise number 4 will be slightly changing tactic. We're going to put that stubborn little finger under some workout prep now. Fret number 5 on your first finger. This finger is going to stay rooted. So we've got first finger fret number 5, middle finger fret number 6, and then back off to fret number 5. Third finger to fret number 7 and back off to fret number 5. Pinky to fret number 8 and back off to fret number 5. And then pinky to fret number 9 and then back off to fret number 5. We have this. Down a string, now I'll just speed up through these next ones. And we'll do all that again, coming back up. Exercise number 5 is a slightly different shape. We're going to be working at a diagonal across the middle 4 strings. It's a really great hand workout. So what we're going to do here is pick our fret number 5 A string, fret number 6 D string, fret number 7 G string, fret number 8 B string, and we're going to play these all down picked. You're not going to strum it, we're not playing a chord, we're doing a separate arpeggiated pattern, so it should be staggered. You should hear the strings separately each time. Once we've done that picking down direction, we're going to flip our fingers to the opposite way. So what we've got here is first fingers jumping to fret number 5 B string, middle finger to fret number 6 G string, third finger fret number 7 D string, and pinky fret number 8 A string. And we're going to pick these from the B string upwards. We are looking for clear notes, even picking. Speed this up gradually as you get used to the movement. Be really strict with yourself. Are the notes ringing out nice and clear? How even is it? There are variations of all these exercises, so get creative with them, change the numbers around, pick them palm muted, let them ring out, do some string skipping. There really are. It's endless, really. It's about tuning into your guitar and getting warmed up before you go on to play something else. The main thing to remember with these exercises is that they serve as excellent warm-ups. You can spend 5 minutes as a new beginner getting your fingers accustomed to the feel and the movement and the shape of the guitar. If you've been playing longer, then spend 10 minutes doing this before you go on to your other practice. But the main thing that I would say is, don't rush to speed them up, because that's not the point. The point is that you're learning to feel how the guitar works with your hands and find your way around the guitar smoothly. So we need clear notes, we need everything to ring out nice and clear, and we need even movement along the frets and across the strings. So put the time in to create that base to work from, and it will serve you well as you continue on your guitar learning journey. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson and enjoy getting to grips with these finger exercises and learning your guitar, especially using your pinky. This little finger will try to make out to you that it doesn't belong to you. However, do persist, because you will gain control over time. So make that little finger work, because it will work. And if you use it, it will make so many other things a lot easier for you to play in the future. Take care for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.